What's going on? I need to start the video by saying or addressing the person, or I think it's just one person, but the multiple people or accounts that thumbs down my videos right when they upload. I just want to say, you win. I'm gonna quit shooting guns. I'm gonna sell all of them. I'm gonna quit making videos. Yeah, you've just discouraged me so much with those thumbs downs that I'm gonna quit. I'm just kidding. I don't care what you think. Chances are most people in your life don't care what you think if you're that type of person. And what I really should be saying is thank you to the guys who support me, and thank you to the guys who constantly are leaving those good comments telling me what it's like where you're from today. Here in North Carolina today, it's trying to be winter again. It keeps trying to sleet on me, and I'm shooting the nicest 22 that I have, which is not a good choice. But anyway, thank you to you guys who are constantly supportive. That interaction is actually why I enjoy doing this. I'm just trying to make videos that I would want to watch, and it's really fun to interact with people who are like-minded, and I enjoy all the comments, honestly. The stuff telling me where you're from, what kind of guns you enjoy shooting, all that stuff, because I enjoy shooting that much, if you can't tell. It's kind of a thing in my life that I can always go to, and it tethers you to the present moment. What I'm shooting today is my Ruger 1022. This is a Target model, I think that's what they called it. And this is a special gun to me because it was the first one that I bought when I was legal. The first one I legally bought. And because of age. And I got it from a store in Rural Hall, North Carolina. And actually Walnut Cove. And called Betty's Country Grocery. And if you're from there, you know what store I'm talking about. When I was little, me and my dad would wake up on Saturday mornings sometimes and just try to get out of the house really early, kind of like what I'm doing now. And we would always end up at that store, and he would always buy something that he didn't need, whether it be a gun or a scope or fishing stuff or stuff like that. So I have a lot of good memories in that store, and this gun, every time I shoot it, kind of reminds me of that. Yeah, and I'm gonna shoot it in my front yard today. It's a good shooting gun. I've got a Burris full field E1 on there. I bought the scope at a local gun store here, and I really like it. I really like the reticle. I'll try to get a picture of it and show that to you. But it's not really designed for 22s, but it's super clear. And I wanted to put a nice scope on here because this is one that I don't ever plan on changing anything. I've got an old school Uncle Mike's sling on there, and I like this gun the way it is. The ammo that I'm going to shoot today, I'm going to start with the Eley target, but it feels like I only have about 30 or 40 left. And I'm going to make sure it's zeroed at about 30 yards, and then I've got about 50 yards here that I can shoot. So I'm going to try to pull off a decent group. So I'll be right back. I'm going to go set everything up, and we'll get to shooting. Okay, here we go. I've got the target that I'm shooting has been on there for a couple months. I've just drawn a black dot on there. That's the kind of person that I am. But here we go. I'm gonna quit talking. This is a super clear scope. I've been wanting to shoot this rifle it's been a while since I've shot it. So I guess I'm feeling grateful today to be able to shoot a little bit. Here we go. This is Eley target. This stuff is 40 grains. And it's probably standard velocity. It's probably around 1,000 feet per second. Most Eley stuff is around there. But really good shooting 22 ammo. My favorite is probably CCI, but I've got a bunch of half boxes of this stuff, so I'm gonna try to shoot it up. Pray for my camera. I guess it would help if I turned my zoomulators up a little bit. I could see where I was hitting. Oh, I think that's bullseye. Let me point this gun away from me. I'm gonna go check that. I'll be right back. All right, so we've got 8 still in this mag. So what I'm gonna do is shoot that little still target 8 times. At this range, I'm dead on at 30. So at this range, I should be about, I think about 1/2 inch low. So I'm just gonna start by aiming dead on at that still target. And if I miss it, I'll just move my elevation up. And then I've got 2 little flashcards down there with targets on them. I'm going to do a 10-shot group with the Eley target, and then I'm going to do a 10-shot group with the Eley contact, which is a favorite of mine. It's like a standard velocity ammo, but it's 42 grains instead of 40, so it's a little bit hotter powder charge, and a little bit bigger bullet, and it's still going the same velocity. But it just, I don't know, I like it. It tends to shoot a little bit better. I don't know, maybe it's a placebo effect. But here we go. I'm gonna shoot that still target a couple times. Yeah, it looked like it was hit that bottom edge. Yeah, I'm just grazing it. If I aim right in the middle, I'm just grazing it. So I'm gonna aim at the top of it. There we go. Still on the low part of it. And I flipped it to where it's laying like that. I've shot those little clips so many times that they're not really doing their job anymore. But I'm using the first hash mark on this reticle now. I'm gonna try to hit it again, I guess. There we go, flipped it back over. That was pretty cool. Probably couldn't do that again. I've lost count. Let's see how many I got in there. That's all of them. I was gonna try a shot offhand. Whatever. Okay. Let's load up 10 more of these Eley targets. I'll shoot that target on the left, see what kind of group it'll do. Then I'll use the Eley contact for the target on the right. Got a little bit of wind right to left, but it's probably not affecting anything but the microphone. It's not enough to push my shots, I don't think. Not at 50 yards. But I'm hoping to, once it dries out, once the days get a little bit longer, I'm hoping to sneak down into the woods. I have a range down in the woods that's about 125. And I'd really like to spend some Saturdays shooting, invite some friends over, stuff like that. But spring is coming. It feels like it's been an extra long winter this time. I'm just going to use the center of the crosshairs. I'm not going to use the hash mark. So my reason for that is it's easier, and it's actually easier to see a group if it's not punching your target out. So sometimes I even take my air guns and adjust them up like 10-15 clicks just to see which pellets are performing the best. I'm going to quit talking. Need to tighten up. Should be it. That looks like an okay group. It honestly is probably shooting where I'm aiming. If you can't tell by how much I'm wanting to talk today, I've got a lot of energy, and that's transferring over into the target, I believe. But pretty good group from that. let's try this contact stuff. I'm gonna load up 10. The first 2, I'm gonna shoot that steel target just to foul the barrel out or whatever magic happens inside there. I'm just gonna shoot 2 on the steel, and then the second target will be an 8-shot group, not a 10-shot group. But these are going a little slower, so I'm expecting them to be, the point of impact to be a little bit lower. I do need to put a bolt release on there. Here we go. Okay, we're gonna do 8 on that target. Oops, that one was a little happy accident there. Alrighty, well, that went pretty good, other than the accidental discharge there. I need to do a little bit of work on that trigger. I have taken it apart a few times. Yeah. Let's walk down there and look at those targets. So this was the Eley target. That's probably about 1 inch. Not the best shooting for me, but it is what it is. This is the Eley contact. Definitely not doing my breathing the way I should. I don't know which one of these is the one that went off when I wasn't expecting it, but I'm hoping it was that one. It probably wasn't. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Every once in a while when I have time, I like to do these longer, where I'll talk a little bit more. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, thank you to all the guys that support me. I really appreciate you. I think that's it. I'll see you later.